Hey, how you doing, guys? So, as promised, this is the second part of the Honor Magic V3 video, really. I've got another video coming out, which is going to be on Samsung and Apple. So, at the moment, we've got a few mobile phone videos, but then we'll go back to our regular programmed viewing. I fluffed it up when I set this up first time. First time I set it up, I didn't put the SIM in. And even though this is the Chinese launch model, it did change everything into English, but a number of buttons were still in Chinese. So, and I thought about it all last night. It had all set up, and I thought, should I change it? I thought, you know what, actually, yeah. So I did a factory reset this morning with the SIM in, and it went through the proper setup process, and now everything works, everything's in English, and it's just wonderful to use. I've got fingerprint scanners on there, so all I have to do is that, and it comes up. This is my front setup, so I've got a number of cameras, phone, and then all my quick access videos. A lot of videos I see, yes, this phone, it's 9.2 millimeters thick when it's in the folded position. When you open it up, it's 4.35 millimeters thick, so it is very, very thin. I have gone with the case because it keeps dirt and specks of dust outside of the hinge, so the hinge will stay longer and better for longer. I've got it set up in my own little way. I like to have a lot of media apps, so Netflix, YouTube, all that sort of thing down one side, so I can just go to it quite quickly. It does have other options where you can just pull it across, and then you have other apps that come out as well. Again, tried the cameras out last night. The cameras are brilliant. I took a photo pitch black at night on the street, and it looked like it was almost daytime. It was just crazy how bright it was. So it's a really, really nice phone. Now, a lot of things you don't see people doing this is you don't see many people actually watching video or anything like that. So I will bring up something on YouTube. Let's see. And we're going to see what the music's like and the speakers. So, is there a better song? So that's full volume. Let's go to a bit of... Good thing is speakers on both sides, so you got good stereo sound, and it is very good. So it's really nice. So the speaker's really good. I will say, I compared the speakers on this phone to the S23 Ultra last night, and the S23 Ultra, the speakers did have a bit more bass, only marginally, a little bit more bass, but they're about the same volume as each other, so that is good. The next thing I'm going to do is show you one of the really great things is this. So this is an episode of Star Trek Next Generation, and you can see it very clearly as it would do on a normal mobile phone. With the beauty of this one, you now have an absolutely fantastically large screen, because originally this came out in a 4.3 resolution. You can pinch and make it bigger, and now it's the entire screen is displaying a full episode of Star Trek Next Generation. So if you do have any content that is in the square or 4:3 ratio, you can now watch this in full resolution. The audio on this is really, really good. We'll have a listen.
Someday I'll be able to reward you for all your patience. I'll get you everything you ever dreamed of.
I have all the reward I need. Now go on.
So really, really nice. The way it functions is brilliant. You've got all the apps. You can. It's just like having a tablet, and it's wonderful. I've watched quite a bit of content on this now. And I'll be honest, when watching content on the folded side, I can't even see the crease. The crease is non-relevant. It doesn't apply to any content watching. I even while I was watching Star Trek Next Generation, as I was testing the device, I actually decided to see if I could find the crease while watching an episode. And while watching an episode of Star Trek or watching any content on the device unfolded, the crease was not there. It did not come through. Even now, it's very, very hard to see the crease. Only when the light is right on there that you do see it, and you don't feel it very much. So when you're running your finger across, you don't feel much of that crease either. They've done an absolutely phenomenal job of this device, and it feels it close it. Just listen to this close. It's just a very satisfying sound that it makes. The only one problem I've had is if I want to have one picture on the front and a picture for the lock screen, it changes the internal the display on the picture on the inside, which is a little annoying. I wish it wouldn't do that, but again, it's not a huge issue. If you get one good wallpaper, it'll be across all of them. There's lots more I need to do with it. I'm going to keep on using it, and if you want an update on how it's going after a month, I'll be more than happy to do that, so put your comments in below. The selfie cam is phenomenal. I did a WhatsApp call with my friend last night, and he said the quality of the picture was vastly better than the Samsung S23 Ultra. That's because this is a 23 megapixel camera on the internal, which is just about here, and also on the front there. So overall, I would give this, for the fold aspect, for everything that it does, the ease of use, and even though this is a Chinese software version that I've installed in English, it is brilliant. It works really, really nice. You can do it with the buttons at the bottom, or you can do it with gesture controls like swipe up, swipe back. The fingerprint sensor, really good. Hang on, I'll have to hold it. So really, really good fingerprint sensor. It keeps on I've done that finger as well, so it works brilliantly. And even if it doesn't work, you got the face unlock, you just swipe up, and again it's straight into the device. So yeah, really easy to use, lovely device. I wouldn't even consider a Samsung. It wouldn't even get close to consideration for me. This thing is so smooth, so thin. It feels, I could feel in my pocket because I had the Samsung and this in my pocket on either side, and I could feel this was lighter. It feels better in my pocket. Admittedly, this screen, yes, it's fractionally smaller than the Samsung and a lot of the mobile phones at the moment, but it plays well, it feels good, and I still prefer it. So I am very happy with the purchase. If you have any questions about this phone, please ask, and I'll try and answer your questions as best I can. But I'll see you in the next one.